Damn, bro. Do you see the stock market today? That's what we call a falling knife, okay? I messed up. I fucked up big time. I blew so many accounts, but it's okay. Made this much money still. But if you want to start day trading, make sure you check out the link in the bio and make sure you use this code right here to get your discount. Now, let's dive into the charts and let me show you exactly how I messed up and what I did to still make this much money. Let's go. Okay, let's dive into the charts. Here's what happened today. Look at that big sell-off. So that's what we call a falling knife. I texted one of my students yesterday about the day before's move. I told him exactly to not chase this because this is dangerous. This is what you call a stairs up, elevator down. And that's exactly what happened today. Stairs up, elevator down. Now, when I woke up at about 7:30, it was already falling. So I was trying to find levels to trade off of, potentially for a bounce or a continuation. Let's zoom out to the 4-hour. And I already have my levels drawn out here. And as you can see, it touched exactly to the 23,900 zone and rejected. So that swing high on my channel is being respected. So I was honestly expecting to sell off down here, which is about 23,450. And so when we zoom in to the 5 minutes, this is where we at, right? So right there, you can see that trend line at the 23,675, right? 23,675 right here. And so when it broke below that, I was thinking, okay, we might be able to continue down to that 450. And what I was doing, I was zoomed in to the 1 minute and looking for a chart or a pattern that I'm familiar with for a potential trade or scalp. Now this area right here, when it started consolidating right there and then pushed up, when that pushed up, okay, I was thinking, oh, this thing might actually push. So I was looking for a long when it started consolidating right there. So I was looking at this little bit of consolidation, little bit of a pattern right there for a breakout. And when it broke above that and retested, I got in for that long, expecting to push all the way back up, at least retest that VWAP. Now, this is happening in real time. This is happening very fast. The market is moving 20, 40, 50 points, right? Now, for every 5 points is $100 on your one contract NQ. So when I was with one contract in that, expecting for that bounce, I actually took that trade. Now, when it actually dipped down to here, okay, I actually added one more right there because I was thinking, okay, that close, this should be, I was thinking this probably a breaker block, right, for a bounce, for that thesis that I just had. Instead, it actually kept selling off. And now my 20 accounts, that's what it looked like before I blew it, okay? 20 accounts. I hit stop loss right before it blew, and then my next trade, it blew. But you can see this one account right here, which is number 15 on the new PA funded accounts. And these other 5 are well seasoned. As you can see, there's 10K. Well, it was 12K at that time of buffer, okay? So those ones survive. And that one account right there also survived. And the other 14 got blown up. Now, let me show you where that happened, okay? Like I showed you here, I took this long, added right here, and this move down pretty much killed that account. Now, when that happened, 14 got blown, and I had left with 6. So I switched to 6 other accounts, and guess what? This area right here, this area did it again. Now, I follow my process to the T, where if I see the pattern, I will trade it. I don't care if I got faked out up here. I won't let that deter me from, not following my process. My process works, and sometimes it doesn't. But 80 to 90% of the time, it works in my favor. So, therefore, I took that trade again, break of that. Once we got above the 21 EMA on the 1 minute, took that trade, and then I actually also added again on this dip because, again, it's above this 21 EMA, and I'm still targeting VWAP, okay? Now, I was kind of gun shy to hold it because of this, right? Since now I have 2 contracts over here, I actually just took it right in this 660 because that is the trend line on the bigger time frame. Now I wanted to respect that trend line, right? Because we have a big sell-off, okay? So that was today, made that profit. Let me show you that profit real quick. Here we go. There's the date, 12 p.m. That's when I call it quits. And total on the 6 account is 8,250 for the profit of the day. And that's the 6 account. I guess I could be patient some more, but we caught that trade up and we managed to survive. Anyway, next time I'm going to try to wait for a better consolidation for something like this, because that's where I do really well, when it's actually respecting levels and it's creating a bull flag breakout or a breakdown, something like that, right? You can see it like that, rinse and repeat. It's the same thing. These pattern right here is what I'm really good at on predicting and catching. You know, I mean, with NQ, you only need 10, 20 points to make a couple $100, and then you just rinse and repeat that, and you can be profitable, and it's been proven.